Welcome to practice. This class has been designed to practice first thing in the morning when you're getting out of bed. Our morning routine is really important for setting the tone for the day, waking the body up, flushing things out of the system that maybe didn't get flushed out the day before, and just getting kind of that fresh start to the day. If you are practicing your meditation, this is the perfect practice to do right before you do your meditation. Your body will be much more comfortable as you sit and you find that stillness, and you'll have much more success with that practice. I hope you enjoy. For today's class, for this morning practice, let's come and start onto our knees. Let's untap the tops of our feet so that they're resting onto the mat, and just place your hands onto your knees. For a minute, let's just check in with the shoulders and how the spine is sitting. So let's bring the shoulders up towards the ears, shift them back, and then bring them down with your exhale. Good. Let's ensure that we're stacked all the way from the pelvic floor through the crown of the head. We're tall and proud through the chest. Let's start to move into this very gentle rhythmic breath in and out through the nose. The eyes can be closed. Your hands are resting onto your knees. And we are just watching how we are showing up onto our mat as we slowly start our day, as we shift and come into our body. We're pulling that breath down into the belly with your inhales. And with your exhales, we gently pull the belly back towards the spine. See if you can continue this rhythm of breath, bringing some consciousness into our breathing. And then when you're ready, let's very gently open our eyes. Let's take our hands behind our back. We're going to clasp onto our hands and start to lift your chest out towards the sky. Reach your hands either just kind of floating in the air here, or if they reach the mat, you can reach them onto the mat and then once again push into the chest. If this is too deep first thing in the morning, just release a little bit. So see what the body needs, see what feels good here. Remember, we are wanting to gently wake the body up. Good. We're grounding gently through the feet. Keep lifting out of that lower back. Good. Keep your hands where they are, but let's return to a neutral spine. Let's take both hands and hook them onto our right hip here. We're going to drop our right ear to our right shoulder. So we're using this as stability to find lots of length all the way up through the left side of the body there, especially into that neckline. Taking a couple deep breaths here, watching as the body unwinds. Okay, let's return back through central and switch sides. Hooking your hands now on the left, drop your left ear to your left shoulder, sit up a little bit taller, and breathe all along that left side of the body. And let's gently release. And one last posture here, interlace your hands, now flip your palms to the front of the room and curl through the spine. Tuck that tail deep underneath you and drop your gaze down towards your pelvic floor, belly button, as long as the neck is dropping here. Breathing all over the back of that curvature of the spine. Take one more breath. Beautiful, let's gently release. Place your hands onto the mat in front of you, tuck your toes, and shift into downward facing dog. So your feet are about hip distance apart, hands are shoulder width apart. Push down into the mat and be gentle with yourself with this first downward facing dog. See if you need to make any movement into the body, maybe bending into the knees, coming up onto the toes. And then for the last few breaths here, let's find some stillness. Good. With your next inhale, let's step our right foot in between our hands. Plant your foot strong onto the mat and inhale, rise up with the arms. So we're here for just one inhale. Good. Exhale, plant your hands and step back, downward facing dog. Let's switch sides. Inhale, step your left foot through. Let's come on up with the arms. Inhale. And exhale, plant your hands, step back, downward facing dog. We're going to do that one more time. Inhale, step your right foot in between your hands. Let's rise up with your arms. One inhale. Exhale, plant your hands, and let's step back, downward facing dog. And now shift onto the left side. Inhale, step your left foot through. Good. Rise up. Put your hands and step back. Downward facing dog. Now let's roll forward into high plank. Bring through a half vinyasa here. Let's lower chaturanga danasana, so hug your elbows to the side. Drop your knees if you need to. Let's inhale, bring your chest up towards the sky for upward facing dog. And tuck your toes, downward facing dog. Beautiful. Once again, step your right foot in between your hands. Let's spin and drop our back heel down to the mat. Rise up, warrior one. One inhale, full exhale. Then let's shift and open up into warrior two. So opening your arms. Good. Keep your gaze forward. Keep the neck long. Keep the spine long. And let's take that left hand, place it onto your left leg. Bring your right arm up towards the sky. Good. Now take your right elbow, bring it onto your right knee. Reach your left arm across your ear. Fingertips reaching to the front of the mat. One inhale. Good. Let's return the hands back down onto the mat. Spin that back heel up. Step back. High plank. Let's lower. Chaturanga danasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good. Switching sides. Step your left foot in between your hands. Spin and drop your back heel down to the mat. Rise up. Virabhajasana A, your warrior one. One inhale. Full exhale. Beautiful. Open up into warrior two. Now open your arms up nice and wide. One breath here. With your exhale, take your right hand onto your right leg. Reach your left arm up towards the sky. Okay. Let's rise up. Left elbow onto your left knee. Reach your right arm across your ear. One breath. And return your hands down onto the mat. Spin your back heel up towards the sky. Step back. High plank. Let's lower. Chaturanga danasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Beautiful. Find your breath. Find the depth here. We're going to run through that sequence one more time. Inhale, step your right foot in between your hands. Drop your back heel. Let's rise up. Warrior one. Inhale. Exhale, open up into warrior two. Okay, let's take that left hand onto your left leg. Right arm reaches up towards the sky. With your exhale, unwind from the posture. Right elbow onto your right knee. Left arm reaches across. Okay, let's return our hands down onto the mat. Spin your back heel. Step back, high plank. Let's lower. Chaturanga danasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Left foot steps through. Spin your back heel onto the mat. Rise up, warrior one. Inhale. Exhale, warrior two. Open your arms up, spin to the side. Take your right hand onto your right leg. Left arm reaches up and over. One inhale. Good. Let's plant our left elbow onto our left knee. Reach your right arm. Return your hands down to the mat. Spin your back heel, step back, high plank. Let's lower. Chaturanga danasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Gaze comes forward. Let's jump all the way through onto your seat. Take your legs straight out in front of you for a forward seated fold. Take a moment here. Walk your hands out in front. Drop your gaze. Let's pull deep belly breaths into the system now. So again, on your inhale, your belly should push against your legs. And on your exhale, your belly button draws back towards your spine. And let's roll up through the spine. Plant your feet down onto the mat. Shift onto your back. Draw your knees into your chest. Rock from side to side. Okay, let's open the arms. Cactus bend. Drop your knees over to the right. Breathing into that side. Take a breath. Knees back up through center, over to the left. And draw your knees back up through center. Let's rock ourselves back up onto our seat. Good. Come coming to find a comfortable seat at the top of your mat. Nice tall spine, hands onto your knees. Again, bring your shoulders up towards your ears and roll them down your back. Let's take 2 deep belly breaths here.